Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Usually I'm sharing quick tips that you can do to upgrade your garden style. But in today's video, I thought we would do a deeper dive because my topic today will have far greater impact on your total gardening life than any quick tip I could provide for you. So today we are going to talk in depth about creating a vision board. The three most important things that a vision board accomplished for me was it gave me direction, it saved me money, and I ended up with a much more cohesive look in my garden. It made a world of difference. In the past, when I would go to the nursery or garden center, I would fall in love with whatever was new for that season. I absolutely love trends. I love different styles, everything from contemporary to cottage. I love solid colors, but I like stripes and prints too. I like textures. I like different foliage. I like annuals. I'm a gardener. I love it all. But it was very difficult for me to stay focused. And there were so many times where I bought something and I came home and I instantly regretted it. I'll never forget, I bought a rusted table for $100 just because I thought it was so cool. I bought it at a recycled farm supply place. And the minute I got it home, I knew it just didn't fit. Same thing, I saw a very cool video on YouTube about how to make furniture out of pallets. So I got a pallet, I put wheels on it, I put 2 coats of paint on it to make a little table out of it. And it just didn't go because the look that I was going for was a little more elegant. So all of my hard work went down the drain, and it was because I was so unfocused. I decided to create a vision board. I knew that that was the solution to keep me focused. It would stop the distractions and it would allow me to put more money into the fewer things that would actually work and stop buying things that I ended up returning to the garden center. So if you like crafting, you're going to love putting together a vision board. The first thing you have to do is go through a bunch of magazines, or you could look on Pinterest and print off some photos. But what I need you to do is to pick 5, 6, 7 photos of gardens that you like. What you want to do next is to identify what you like about that photo. Is it that it's clean and contemporary? Is it busy and cottagey? Is it cluttered? Do you like energy? Is it calm and peaceful? Does it have an Asian flair to it? Put those photos, lay them out on a table, and look at what do they have in common? What is it that you like? Then I need you to go through and find 5, 6, 7 photos of gardens you don't like. You don't like anything about them. And go through the same process. Lay them out on a table, identify what they have in common, and look at each photo. What is it about that photo that you don't like? And make a note of it. So you'll need a poster board, you'll need some glue sticks, cut them out, and then let me show you what comes next. So here's a close-up of my own vision board, and you can see that I've got my photos of what I want, and I've identified each of the things that made me cut that photo out in the first place. I love this outdoor sink. It's my dream sink. I love the idea of a large welcoming table. I like this, the grid style. I like the use of the boxwood. Down here, I like the clean stone. Same, I like the calm palette, only 2 colors, monochromatic. So what you need to do is identify what is it about each photo that you like. Then what you need to do is to decide on your color palette. This is probably the thing that helped me the most because there were so many times where I came home with a bright blue or a bright orange pot just because I fell in love with it at the garden center. But once I decided on my palette, that simplified things for me so much. Now when I go into the garden center, my eye immediately goes to the black, white, green, cream, taupe, brown, or baskets. I bypass all the things that do not fit into this color scheme. Now what I want you to do with those photos that you cut out of gardens you do not like is put them on the back and do the very same thing. Go through the photos and look at each one of them in detail. What is it about these same photos that you do not like. So for example, for me, I tend to like a streamlined, clean looking garden, contemporary. And so for me, this photo, too many small items, it feels cluttered to me. This photo, they all look the same height. So to me, there's no visual interest. But if you have a cottage garden, you might not have cut this photo out. That might appeal to you. So again, go through the photos that you cut out that you did not like. For some reason, it didn't appeal to you, and identify what it was. See, too much hand watering, too many miscellaneous items. This one to me looked very claustrophobic. Other people might find it cozy and welcoming. So go through and figure out what it is about that you did not like. Doing the back with photos you don't like is just as important as identifying what you do like. And here's the next step. Get out a piece of paper and a pencil and answer these questions. Okay, look at the pictures. Are they monochromatic or are they colorful? Are they detailed or are they simple? Are there clean lines or is there a lot going on? What is your color palette? Is it subdued or is it festive? What is the style? Is it country? Is it cottage? Is it Asian? What do those photos have in common as far as style? Now look at the plant material in all those photos that you really love. Are they perennial or are they annual? Are they going to be evergreen or are you going to be replacing them every year? Are they low maintenance or is it something that you're going to dig and store for the winter, replant in the spring? Is there a lot of pruning involved? Lastly, how will you use your garden? Are you a person who does a lot of barbecuing, entertaining? Do you have kids that need a place to run around? So how will you use your garden? That has a lot to do with it. Now look at the non-plant elements. Are there boulders in those photos? Are there pots? Is there furniture? What kind of decorations are there that you're drawn to? Like you saw, I love that sink. Is there water in the garden? Is it a garden that would be dog friendly or attractive to wildlife? Is it a pollinator garden? Identifying all these things and thinking them through first before you spend any money will give you your dream garden. What kind of jewelry is in the garden? Are there trellises? Are there wind chimes? What kind of decorative elements are there? When you take the time to carefully and thoughtfully think through these things, you will end up with a much more cohesive look for a lot less money. And don't think that this is your one and only vision board. This is my third vision board because as my garden evolved and as I accomplished things that I had put on there, I just kept making myself new vision boards. Now, when I go to the nursery, I have a travel size, and let me show you that next. So here's what I put in my car, and I actually take it with me whenever I go to the garden center. It's kind of a mini version of that, but it has a little bit more in it as far as notes. So let me show you something. I used to feel guilty about buying things that didn't work, and I just wrote this out for myself as a little reminder, and it just says, I give myself permission to buy things that may or may not work in my garden, make mistakes, be wrong, and send dead plants to that big compost pile in the sky. Because if I lose my curiosity and my sense of adventure, I will stop loving gardening. So it's not about perfection. And it's just a little reminder to myself. But what I have in here, okay, I have my color palette. I have my list of favorite designers because I love to go and look at the books right before I go to the garden center, just as a visual reminder of the look I'm going for and what I need to make it happen. And you see, I just have more in travel form of my bigger vision board. So more pictures that represent what I'm looking for. And again, I've identified exactly what it is that I like about that photo. And I just take it with me. Now, here's something that's been really helpful to me. You know, I love boxwood. So what I did was I wrote down the different varieties and what their maximum size is, so that when I get to the garden center and I see different varieties, I automatically know which ones are going to work in which areas. A quick reminder to myself before I buy any plant: know the maximum height of what I need. I hope you'll have as much fun as I did creating my multiple vision boards. And I really hope that it simplifies the process for you, saves you some money, eliminates some of that frustration with not knowing what to do and not having a clear path for getting the garden you want. Please leave me a comment how you're coming along with your own vision board. I'd love to see what you're doing. And remember, I am trying to grow my channel, so I would really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.